Hey, thanks for listening to Car Talk. Now, if you're looking for stuff to listen to that doesn't insult your intelligence, there's a great app for your phone. It's NPR One. It's got hand-curated artisanal suggestions to help you find the best from public radio and beyond, with podcasts and news. NPR One is ready when you are. That's NPR-ONE on your app store. Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're broadcasting this week from the Investment Center here at Car Talk Plaza.
Yes, we are.
This just in from the Wall Street Journal. Beep, 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 beep.
You talk, I'll do the beep beep.
As you know, for years, we have been sharing our investment expertise with the general public through our very own fund, the Tappert Brothers Capital Depreciation Fund.
Yeah.
Now, the Capital Depreciation Fund guarantees, and I might add, has always delivered a 50% return of your investment.
Or less. Sometimes we've overextended ourselves, and we have done like 40%.
Yeah, no, that's of your investment, not on your investment.
Oh,
so
you think
invest
people
$100,
didn't understand?
we guarantee you'll get back what? 50.
No more
than
than 50. Sometimes we've overshot, and we've given only 40.
I'd say the last 10 years or so, we've had this capital depreciation niche to ourselves pretty much. We've been market leaders,
We have.
you might say. And I think it was Money Magazine that said these guys have never lost less than 50%. But now we have our first serious competitor. Get this, the Wall Street Journal reports that General Motors Corporation plans to enter the asset management business.
Yeah.
GM is starting an investment arm called GMIMO.
What's that, the General Motors Investor Milking Operation?
No, it's an investor management operation.
Management, oh, okay.
And it says here the GM hopes to turn the fund into a profit center for GM. They're stealing our idea.
You know how they're going to kill us? I know what they're going to do. They're going to do an index fund.
Yeah.
And they're going to tie their returns to their market share with dead meat. Yeah, it should be down to 3% in a couple of years.
Geez, I thought this is how we were going to fund our
retirement.
Yeah.
It's not nice of them to take away the one source of income that we have.
one shot at bilking the unsuspecting public. Oh, well. Anyway, I guess we're stuck talking about cars. So if you want to talk about your car, the number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227. I had envisioned myself in the Grand Cayman Islands someplace.
I could see it now, and all those checks coming in, and we're just like walking to the bank every day, depositing funds.
Yeah.
People give us $100. We give them 50.
Yeah.
And you got a whole year to do it. Yeah, I mean, we don't give it to them like $4 a month.
Oh, no. At the end of the year.
At the end of the year. December 31st.
Oh, well.
I mean, what could be better? What an idea.
It was.
The Capital Depreciation Fund.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another one of my ideas has gone sour. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Kara from Philadelphia.
Kara with a C?
Kara with a K.
I knew it.
Kara from Philly.
Yep.
All right.
I have a Neon with a recent scary brake problem. It had just been inspected at the dealership, and everything was fine. And I took it out on this drive to New Jersey. And about an hour into the drive, I was out on a highway. I went to hit the brakes, and nothing happened until the brake pedal was about halfway to the floor. And eventually it did break. And this continued intermittently for the rest of that trip. And so then...
So you continued to drive it even though you were
Sure.
worried.
I mean, hey, she was in a hurry. She was going to New Jersey.
Well, it's a stick shift, and I had a backup plan, like down.
I can understand if you were leaving New Jersey.
Right, but there's no logical explanation for this. But go ahead.
And eventually it would break every time. And so the whole trip back, it didn't do this at all. That was 2 days later when I came back. But it started to make this noise. And this noise is like, if I start going, it starts slowly and gets faster, like until I put the brake on. Once I put the brake on, no more noise.
I love it.
So after that first time it happened, we took it back to the dealership. They looked at it. They said to my husband, "Your brakes are fine." And so then I took it on a trip to West Virginia. The whole way to West Virginia, no problem. The way back from West Virginia, about an hour into the trip, brakes start doing the same thing. And now that noise I told you about was happening again, and then the brakes started making a squealing kind of noise too.
See, I can't imagine there's anything wrong. When you drove to West Virginia?
Yeah.
And it didn't misbehave.
The whole way there was fine.
Was it cloudy or rainy?
It was cloudy and rainy.
I was going to ask her if the day it happened in New Jersey, if the sun was out.
The sun was out the day it happened in New Jersey.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Well, what's happening is that you have a hung-up brake, and you have either a stuck caliper, such that it's not releasing the brakes. It's the equivalent. The reason you hear the tee is that you're driving with one of the brakes on all the time. And the brake, by staying on, eventually overheats the system and causes the fluid to boil. And when it boils, the pedal sinks to the floor. And the reason it didn't happen on the cloudy days is that the ambient temperature wasn't high enough to cause everything to happen as fast. To have the heating up take place as much. In other words, the heat was being dissipated more readily by the rain and the cool air temperature. And the reason they didn't find anything is that they didn't drive the car long enough to get the thing to stick. The reason it does it for you when you've been driving the car, it's sustained high speed.
Right.
So what you need to do is take it out and drive the thing long enough for it to misbehave. Then you need to dash into the dealership, grab the shop foreman, have him get in the car with you, have him hear the noise, and then, if you're lucky, they'll put it right on the lift, and they'll send the car up, and they'll spin the wheels, and they'll find out that one or more of them is stuck. And that's where your problem is. But you've got to fix it because you're going to die.
Is it dangerous?
And you could die in New Jersey.
That's what I was scared about. That's why I called you guys.
Yeah, no, this is
scary.
dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Okay. I'm going to send my husband back to this dealership in South Philly where they already think he's crazy.
Well, if you do nothing else, buy a good life insurance policy for him. See you later.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Do it right away. Don't wait.
Okay, thank you.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is DK.
D.K. period?
Hey, thank you. You got it right. Most people spell it D-E-C-A-Y.
Okay.
And I appreciate the difference.
D-C-A-Y. I never thought of that, but I like it.
I'm calling you from Olympia, Washington.
Really?
Olympia.
But anyway, I have trouble with my mother-in-law. Actually, the car my mother-in-law sold me.
Oh.
I have a 1984 Toyota Camry that I bought off of her.
Yeah.
It has about 165,000 miles on it. Fuel injection, and I think it's, about 2.2 liters or something.
Sure, it's close enough.
Yeah.
It's probably 2.1 now.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's lower than my college GPA. But anyway, I don't live in Olympia. I'm at a conference, but in San Luis Obispo, where I live in California, we have some mountains. And whenever I'd go north, I'd have to go over a grade, which is about 1,500 feet. And I'd start towards that grade, and as soon as I'd start to go up the hill, the thing would absolutely cut out and
lose
die.
power. Oh, die even.
Yep, completely die. I
Oh,
put the clutch in, it dies. I pull off to the side of the road. I curse my mother-in-law. I wait a second, start it.
Does it start with that fat? Never mind.
That no good. Never mind.
Well, anyway, then I'd pull over to the side of the road.
Yeah.
It would stop, literally stop dead. I would count to 5, start it up, and I'd drive the rest of the way up the hill fine.
And this is exactly the reason that your mother-in-law...
That's right. And you know what? She never told me.
Oh, have you discussed it with her?
Well, actually, I did, but she found out because her mechanic retired. She said, I need a new mechanic for her new Toyota.
Yeah.
And I suggested mine. And so she saw him. And then I went to see my mechanic on another related item. He says, oh, by the way, did your mother-in-law ever tell you that she had this problem with
She never told you.
Well, the clincher was, I thought, okay, as long as I'm on straight ground, I'm fine,
Yeah.
And I commute to the college where I teach, and it's pretty flat, and I've been okay. And then I'm coming home from work, and it's a windy day. I mean, it's really windy, and I'm pushing it in 5th gear, and all of a sudden it does it.
Yeah.
Now, I've replaced the inline fuel filter.
Good start.
Good start.
Excellent.
And I've done that a couple of times, and it'll work for a while, and then it keeps doing it. So we're wondering fuel pump. I've even pointed it towards NECA, but that doesn't help either,
But once it stalls and then you restart it,
it always works.
it flies up the hill.
Yep, like nothing's wrong.
Like nothing's wrong.
Well, it certainly could have been the filter. It's unlikely after 7 filter changes that the problem wouldn't have been solved.
That would have been one of our first guesses.
Yeah, I would have thought that.
And it's possible
Or deductions.
with 165K that the pump is weak.
That would have been our second.
But that would be wrong, too.
Yeah.
I think what you have is a common condition known as TCS, Toyota Camry Syndrome. And no, you're going to laugh at this, but early Camrys, like yours,
this is the first year,
had this problem whereby the valves would get stuck open because of excessive valve train carbon buildup.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's EV valve train carbon. EVTCB.
LSMFT. But anyway, go ahead.
And this mechanic ought to know about this.
Well, maybe not.
Oh, so how do you fix it?
Well, one of the ways you fix it is with walnut shells. One of the problem when they first discovered that they had this problem, one of the procedures, and I don't know if it was recommended for Camrys, but it was for Tercels, I know, was to take the manifold off and blast it with this high-pressure air and actually walnut shells, which were abrasive enough so that they would cut through all this buildup, and yet the pieces that were left behind would get combusted and come out the tailpipe.
You're talking about the exhaust manifold.
The exhaust manifold, yes. And you take off both the exhaust and the intake manifold. But you can do it with a non-invasive procedure now. Yes, laser carbon cleaning. You can do it chemically.
Oh, good. Well, I'm a chemist. That'll work.
In fact, if your mechanic has a Snap-on tool, sells a thing called what do they call that thing?
Flusher thing. What's it called?
Yeah, it's the Vac-O-Matic or something. It's called the Motor Vac.
Oh, okay, Motor Vac.
And if you can find the shop that has the Motor Vac, ask them to hook your car up to it. And this thing, not only will it solve this problem, but this thing will run like a brand new car.
Oh, really?
After they put the engine in it. No, it should do the trick.
Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Hey,
see you later.
A lot,
thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-CAR TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Jan calling from Little Rock.
Hi, Jan.
Little Rock.
And Jan has two N's, by the way.
I knew that.
Oh,
did you know
Jan,
that?
how did you get two N's?
I don't know. It's just long for Jan.
It sure is. You may as well put two J's in.
That'd be good.
That'd be good. Why not?
Yeah.
No, I mean, names can be anything you want them to be now, and I think that's great.
Better yet, they can be anything your mother wants them to be.
There you go.
Did you ever ask Mom, what were you thinking with that extra N?
She could not come up with a good explanation.
She couldn't.
No.
What was her name?
Annette.
With three N's.
So what's going on, Jan?
Well, I drive a 95 Honda Del Sol, which is, a little two-seater.
Sure. We know what it is.
Well, I love the car, but about a year ago, I acquired a 77-pound, mostly Labrador Retriever.
Oh.
And we go often to visit my parents, who have a little farmette about an hour away. And she gets car sick.
You and the dog.
Yeah. So I have a two-part question. The first is, what sort of vehicle should I buy to make her more comfortable and less messy? And the second part of the question is, how do I get them to let me test drive it with her in the car?
Well, I know. That's easy.
Well,
is it?
Yeah, you have to go at night. The dog is tied to a telephone pole around the corner from the dealership, and you whistle for her, and she jumps in, and you go for your test drive.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, if she's going to blow her cookies, I mean, you don't want to buy the thing, right?
Right. But, I've been doing some very scientific research on this, and I drove her up once in an Explorer, and she did fine.
How old is Muffy here?
She's 6, but I've only had her for a year.
Oh, she is?
She was a Humane Society dog.
Oh.
And it may be that she doesn't have much experience. I've discovered from various dogs that have...
blown lunch in your car?
Blown lunch in my car. That they, for lack of a better expression, that they do get cured of it eventually.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, that's why I asked how old she was, because our dog did the same thing when she was young.
Huh.
But she outgrew it by the time she was like 2.
How long does it take before and has she ever barfed down like the defroster vent?
No, but she barfed into that little soft area around the gear shift one time.
Oh, yeah.
That
was
great.
quite a mess.
Oh, boy, thank God for those dust busters, huh?
How much warning does she give you? Because our dog used to go into the spasms.
Well,
and if you were really quick, you could actually pull over, run around, let her out before she hurled chunks. She would give you the And then, oh, no! And bingo!
I mean, you're not doing anything absurd like feeding her just before you get in the car.
No. Her little nose starts to sweat, and that's how I can.
Yeah.
Well, I think you need. There are two choices here. You need a much bigger car.
Yeah.
Are you averse to a pickup truck?
Well, not sure what that would do to my image, but if I could hose it out, that would be a good
Well,
thing,
a pickup truck with a cap on the back.
Yeah.
And a bed liner and one of those sliding windows so that you and Poochie can communicate.
Gotcha.
So she can barf on your neck.
Down the back of my shirt, yeah.
But I think the pickup truck might be the thing. But you can always hose the thing down. And the best part is if she does get sick, she's going to have to live with the smell.
Yeah, it's all her.
Typically, from my vast experience in barfing,
yes,
the larger, rougher riding vehicles are better than the smoother riding vehicles.
And why would that be?
I don't know. Have you ever taken her on a cruise?
She loves boats.
Oh, there you go.
She's good in a boat.
See,
she's good in a boat.
You know what you need? A Lincoln. You need a Lincoln Town Car.
A Lincoln Town Car. If she likes boats, that's a boat.
Yeah.
A barge of some sort.
Yeah, I think dogs like that that swishy, sloshy feeling.
That big land yacht kind of thing.
Yeah. And I think your little car going feeling every little pebble in the road. It's just churning her stomach. And the poor thing, she can't help herself.
She can't.
No.
She means well.
So go big.
Okay.
If you can't go big, go ugly.
And hide the dog around the corner for the test drive.
There you go.
Yeah.
See ya, Jan.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
So, all right, now we'd love to take another call now, but we're being forced to relinquish control of the airways for a moment here.
What, does the station have some underwriting announcements to make?
No, they just hate us. They want us to shut up for 1 minute.
Okay.
My friends all tell me that I'm wacky, getting kind of soft in the head. 'Cause I spend my days in the garage and my nights in an empty bed. And it ain't 'cause I'm mean or ugly, and it ain't 'cause I'm down on my luck. It's just the more I learn about women, the more I love my truck.
And even though Marconi rolls over in his grave every time we say it, this is NPR.
Support for Car Talk comes from LearnVest. LearnVest is an online financial advice company focused on empowering people nationwide to make smart decisions with their money. If you want to know how aggressively to pay down your student loans, LearnVest can help. If you want to know how much you should put aside for saving or contribute to your retirement account, yep, they are on it. If you're a mechanic wondering how many phony clutch jobs you'll have to sell to land that 45-foot Sea Hunter Sport fishing boat, they can help. They'll create a custom financial plan and pair you with a financial planner to help keep you on track. To see a sample plan and get a $50 credit, go to learnvest.com/car. Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and not the answer to last week's puzzler. We'll remind you, puzzler addicts, that we post a puzzler a week all summer long on our website, cartalk.com. So if you're really bored, you've got nothing to do, or the boss is away, and you can do it furtively, go there and loiter. For the rest of you, the puzzler is on summer vacation and will be back sometime in September.
The puzzler is on vacation. Let me get this right now. But we're here.
Yeah.
So we can, just go right on misinforming the American public about cars, right?
Absolutely. 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Liz in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Hi,
Liz. How are you?
I'm fine. I have to sort of change gears here because I'm at work and I'm a nurse, and this is going to be talking about cars. I'm not used to doing this while I'm at work.
You're not neglecting any patients, are you?
No, I'm not.
You don't have any wheezers, huh?
No, I work in a long-term care facility. I'm assistant director of nursing, so I do a lot of paper pushing.
Oh, so you don't. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're just part of the expense for the hospital.
That's right.
That's it. Okay. You don't actually take care of anybody or save any lives.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, good.
So what's up, Liz?
Well, I have 93 Plymouth Acclaim, and I love this car, and it hasn't really given me any trouble, but intermittently I get gas dripping out from around the gas tank. We took it in.
The filler, you mean, of the gas?
No, underneath the car.
Yes, underneath the car.
The tank itself. Oh, it's really...
not where you put the gas in that it's dripping.
No, it's underneath where the gas tank is and where I understand the fuel filter or fuel pump is.
Good. Okay.
And we had a new fuel pump put in and a fuel filter.
I believe the fuel pump is inside the tank in this car.
Yes, it is.
So you had this done just prior to the leak starting, or...
No, I had it done when we noticed this leak.
Okay.
It's still doing it. Yeah, it's intermittent, though. I went for quite a while without doing it. One of the things the guy told me was to not let it get too close to empty because I'm going to be sucking up more dirt to clog up that fuel filter.
Oh.
Wait, let's forget about that. When he had the tank out and when he was underneath the car, did he not see any evidence of the leak? I guess not, huh?
Well, I'll tell you.
I don't know if he saw it. We just told him what was happening, and they told us what it was, and they supposedly fixed it.
I think this vehicle has a funny kind of quick disconnect fitting on the gas filter. In other words, it has, the old days, gas filters were attached to the fuel line with a rubber hose and a worm-style clamp, like a radiator clamp that's tightened with a screwdriver. Mm-hmm. But that was too easy. And for whatever reason, many manufacturers, or most actually, have changed over to a quick disconnect. And that is a misnomer if there ever was one, because you can never get these things apart. Right. It's a fitting that's designed to be squeezed or pried on, and it just pops off, so there's no clamp to tighten. It makes assembly
cheaper than the old ones.
It's cheaper because it's quick to assemble. The assembler just takes a thing and snaps it together, and much like a seat belt snaps on. You understand? Mm-hmm. And it's possible that thing has a little neoprene or some Viton rubber seal that is supposed to keep the gas from leaking out. And I've seen these things be perfectly okay for days and days and days and then just leak like crazy for no obvious reason. Maybe it's change in temperature or something, and it'll leak for a day and then, boom, stop and leave no trace.
And when it's leaking, when I notice it, I pull away and I can see this little puddle, and it was just dripping. And when I got to where I was going, it wasn't doing it anymore.
Here's what you need. You need a jumpsuit.
Exactly.
I haven't worn a jumpsuit since the 60s.
Well, you're going to have to wear one.
You need to go to a store that sells work clothes.
Yeah.
And you need to buy yourself a petite jumpsuit. Something maybe in a nice pink.
I wish.
They have pink ones.
And you need to, when you smell the gas, which you may smell, you need to jump out of the car, in fact, you might want to just drive to work with the jumpsuit on. You need to jump out and stick your noggin underneath there, and I bet you will see that it is coming from the fitting that connects to the fuel filter.
Well, it does seem to be that area, my husband said.
Right in front of the right rear wheel.
Yes, it is.
Once you find the leak, you've got to tell this guy exactly where it is, and he'll order that line from the dealer and replace it. It's probably $20.
You're saying you think it's this quick disconnect
thing? Yep, that hooks to the filter. Good luck, Liz.
Thank you very much, guys. I really enjoy your show.
Thanks for your call.
Good luck. Get back to that nursing.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's Alice again. What a pain in the neck. Turn off her IV.
Crank up the oxygen. Give her a cigar to smoke. 1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, this is Bob from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Fort Wayne, where they make transmissions and they make...
Well, back in the old days, they used to make pistons.
That's right.
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm a lawyer.
Okay. We're going to talk to you anyway, Bob. We're going to give you the
benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of the doubt until you say something wrong, and then we're going to hang up.
You need to be kind.
We're being kind.
Well, I don't have a problem, but I've got a scientific question.
Well, we are schooled in science,
right?
And we are world experts in cosmology. I mean, you name it.
Cosmetology.
Cosmetology. I'm good at that.
Okay.
Kept me out of the army. Okay. So.
Okay.
What's up?
Well, I was recently in a friend's late model vehicle. We drove into a parking garage, and I noticed darkness. And this is a vehicle that has running lights.
Daytime running lights. Yeah.
Right, daytime running lights.
DRLs, we call them.
And he told me that he had disabled the running lights because it decreases the gas mileage at least a mile a gallon.
Oh, so he has DDRLs.
Now,
Disabled
daytime running lights.
is there any truth to that?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Okay.
My son.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think his number is not correct.
Well, it depends. What's the vehicle?
Volkswagen Passat.
A Volkswagen Passat.
He thinks it takes away a mile per gallon.
I mean, it just, I've driven for a long time, and I've never really noticed the difference between my mileage during the day and my mileage at night.
Well, you see, theoretically, he is correct that, in fact, there is a decrease in miles per gallon because, if not, you would be getting the electricity for free.
Okay.
And if that were the case,
if that were the case, we wouldn't have to build nuclear power plants. We wouldn't just take all the electricity left over in cars, and we could run everything in the world.
So there's some drain.
Of course. I mean,
yeah,
because
sure.
what makes the electricity is the alternator.
Right.
And when you ask it to make electricity, it makes it, but at what cost? It means it uses up energy from the engine.
I see.
I think his number is not correct.
well, let's say, for example, your daytime running lights might draw, say, 15 amps, which let's round off to 12 volts. Let's say that's a couple of 100 watts. And 750 watts is a horsepower. So you're looking at maybe a quarter.
A quarter of a horse. Which quarter would that be? Like the rear hind quarter.
The part near the tail.
Near the tail. The horse's butt.
So it's a quarter of a horsepower, and I don't think sucking off a quarter of a horsepower, is that enough to cut 5% off your mileage?
No, that's why I said his number is way too big. He would be hard pressed, even if he was calculating his gas mileage daytime and nighttime, as you said. You've never noticed the difference. I would guess that he wouldn't be able to notice the difference either.
I think he's fallen victim to the additive syndrome.
Oh, this is a theory that you're going to come up with.
Well, here's the theory.
Go ahead.
The theory is that everyone who adds an additive to his gas tank or his oil expecting improved mileage or this or that also unconsciously alters his driving habits so that the expectation that you're going to get 10% better mileage is fulfilled not by the product, but by the fact that you have changed the way you drive the car. So it may be that if
the Additive Placebo Syndrome.
Exactly.
I can see the
APS.
scientific journals now.
Yeah,
clamoring for us to write. Clamoring, I tell you.
But I think he's probably succumbed to that more than anything. That he wants the mileage to be improved by 5%. To verify his theory.
Yeah, I would say that we're dealing with tenths of a mile per gallon, or even less than that.
Okay.
Cool. And you don't even have to sue us, Bob.
Right.
See you, man.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for calling.
Thanks for your call.
All right. Bye now.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, guys. This is Harmony from Portland, Oregon.
Harmony.
Does your demeanor fit your name?
Well, I think it does depend on who you ask. I like to say so.
Your last name is not Brown.
No.
You know the song, Hair Golden Yellow for Some Lucky Fellow Who Marries Sweet Harmony Brown.
No, that's what I haven't heard. People do like to sing to me. They like to sing Ebony and Ivory to me.
Oh, but Harmony Brown was the greatest harmony song
from when
ever.
My brother was a wee lad. You'll have to go to...
I was a wee lad. I believe, in fact, it was the Four Lads.
No.
It could well have been.
No.
I think it was. The Four Lads.
All right, I'll check it out.
All right. Well, we'll endeavor to find a recording as well. I think it predates it's a barbershop type song, isn't
Absolutely not. Sweet Harmony Brown.
All right.
Well, I'm getting almost more than I expected with the musical advice. Actually,
where are you from, Harmony?
I'm from Portland, Oregon.
You probably mentioned that twice already, but
neither one of us was listening.
I'm writing it down this time.
We were too busy running our mouths.
Singing songs. No, that's great.
All right.
What's up, Harmony?
Well, I'm actually hoping to be absolved by you after a certain event occurred.
We can't promise anything.
Oh, man.
Well,
that's what I'm hoping for.
unless you pay us.
Okay, go ahead.
So what was happening is I had my sister's car, which is a 1990 Acura Integra coupe, and I had my 1-year-old niece in the back. And she was getting really unhappy in her car seat and just complaining a lot. And so when I got to a red light behind another car, I put my foot on the brake and I turned around to try to soothe her a little bit. And I hit the car in front of me. And my thought at the time was, my foot is on the brake. I was pressing my foot on the brake. Let me repeat that. I was pressing my foot on the brake.
Is this for our benefit or your sister's benefit?
Well, I'm wondering what was going on. Because, all right, I hit the car. They took it very, very seriously. It was compounded by the fact that this bumper that I hit had a really massive dent in it. I say already, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But when you stopped, you were like a couple of feet away from the car?
Yeah, I'd say so, maybe three.
And you turned around with your right foot on the brake.
Mm-hmm.
Pressing firmly on the brake.
Mm-hmm. It did not shift.
And what did you do with the little child in the back seat after giving her a couple of dope slaps?
I cooed at her. I touched her hair. And she didn't quiet down at all.
Yeah.
And then I hit another car.
Well, I can guarantee you, Harmony.
They're trying to flim-flam you.
That you were wrong.
Really?
Oh, it's absolutely true.
I think the dent was already there.
Oh, no, the dent was already there.
Oh, I know the dent was already there.
No, we know that you hit the car.
Right.
And you're trying to blame your sister's car for failure to stay stopped with your foot firmly implanted.
Is that the nature of the question? How could the brakes fail?
Well, here's the thing. Let me tell you the rest of it. After I'm going home,
we don't want to hear the rest of it.
No, you have the witness stand now. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm driving home that day trying to figure out what the heck happened with this car. And so I went off into some back streets, and I would bring the car a little distance and then stop it and let it sit there for a moment. And what I noticed is when I had my foot firmly pressed on the pedal would all of a sudden start going down even farther on its own.
Well, here's what you have to do. I'm in your camp now.
No.
I am. I tell you, what's wrong with your sister's car, and you're going to have to sue her, is that her master cylinder has begun to fail.
Oh,
and that is a classic symptom of incipient master cylinder failure, that you'll sit there with adequate pressure on the brake pedal and your foot hasn't exerted any more pressure or any less pressure, and the pedal will begin to sink. And, of course, as it does, the pressure that ultimately gets to the wheels to keep the car from moving drops. And what happens? The car moves.
Okay.
And when it moves...
Oh, Gus!
And if it moves...
I'm liking that, though, because I'll tell you, when I was experimenting with it, I would keep my foot in the same position that would have it holding still, and then it would just start creeping along on its own.
I repeat, Gus. I will bet $20 that there is nothing wrong with this woman's master cylinder. Although my brother's description of the failure of the master cylinder is perfectly accurate, I will defy you to sit in a car with your foot on the brake and turn around to appease a child in the back seat without having your foot come off that pedal. And part of it is you're distracted. Your mind is not on your foot. Your mind is on the kid.
Did I mention I was on a cell phone? Some people have had that theory, and I have dismissed them as much as I'm inclined to dismiss this, because my sister told me she's noticed this happening at other times before she had a baby.
I know the master cylinder is no good.
All right.
And I'm going to recommend that you go and have it replaced.
Okay.
And when you do, you will notice that this condition has disappeared.
Wonderful.
And then you can call us, and you can be on Stump the Chumps, and you can say to Tommy, I think that's what it is.
Sure.
Yeah. And your foot probably did slip off the pedal a little bit. I think the combination of the two things is what caused this unfortunate.
Okay, as long as that's not your primary theory, I'll give you that.
Yeah, no. See ya, Harmony.
All right, thank you very much.
Good luck. Bye. All right, we're going to take a short break.
Do we have a especially large number of wackos today?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Anyway, when we come back, we're going to set ourselves up for widespread ridicule and derision.
Oh, right. There's still 20 minutes of the show to go. I know.
No, we're going to play Stump the Chumps. We'll be back in a minute.
Don't misuse me, use me right, and I'll give you a long service life. Change my oil, check my brakes, and keep me washed for heaven's sake. Don't leave me out all night long. Let your friends take me and use me wrong. They don't love me, they don't care, but you count on me to take you there.
And even though Nepalese yaks leave a deposit on the nearest shortwave radio whenever they hear us say it, this is NPR.
Hey, y'all. Sam Sanders here, campaign reporter with NPR News, here to tell you that the NPR Politics Podcast has you covered for the biggest 2 weeks of this election year so far. Skip the cable news hangover and listen to our daily episodes from the Republican and Democratic conventions in Cleveland and Philadelphia. Every day of both conventions. It all starts July 19th. Subscribe to the NPR Politics Podcast at npr.org/podcast or on the NPR One app. Thanks.
Ha! We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and a quiz from my brother.
This is just, who sent this to us? Bill O'Hanlon sent this to us. Everyone knows Vincent van Gogh, right? But Vincent van Gogh, it turns out, had lots of relatives.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to ask you what you think their names were. For example, he had one famous relative who moved to Yugoslavia. What was his name?
Yugoslavia, huh?
Yeah.
That's a hard one, I guess.
That was you. Go. Okay. How about the cousin who moved to Illinois? Chicago. How about the cousin who moved to Mexico?
Mexico.
No.
Amigo.
Amigo. That's it. You're getting it now. Oh, here's one. There was a nephew that drove a stagecoach.
Fargo.
Wells Fargo. And the couple of easy ones here. The aunt who was the ballroom dancer.
Ballroom dancer.
Tango. And I'll leave you with this one. The uncle who became an ornithologist in Florida.
Flamingo.
Without the Florida, you never would have
never in a million years.
Flamingo.
That was it, huh? That was the best.
Hey, you never know. You know, people think of only Vincent, but he had lots of very famous relatives.
I do like Chicago.
Chicago. Hey, do you know what it's time for?
Time to cram a cell phone up somebody's...
No. That's tempting, but no. It's time to play Stump the Chumps. Yes, it's time for yet another thrilling episode of Stump the Chumps, where we bring back a caller from the past to find out, as they say in the medical profession, whether there was a, quote, satisfactory outcome.
Or, as they say in the medical profession, whether we're going to get our butts handed to us by the lawyers. So who's this week's Stump Chumper?
I don't know. The note here says it's Sid from Lantana, Florida. And I don't remember Sid, but it says here, Sid's Nissan Maxima made a rubbing noise on sharp turns, and I guess it was making him crazy.
Oh, that's right. Sid's noise only occurred when he made fairly tight turns, and he said it sounded to him like a tire rubbing the inside of the fender well. I remember.
Yeah, and upon hearing it, my brilliant brother took a wild stab and said, Sid, you're not going to believe this, but I think one of your tires is rubbing on the inside of the fender well.
Pretty good, huh?
It would have been, except you weren't smart enough to quit while you were ahead.
No.
No. The next words out of your mouth were, so, Sid, how long ago did you buy the new tires?
Go ahead, Sid.
I did buy the new tires about maybe 3 to 4 months ago, but let me preface this by saying this sound has been with me for well over a year.
We can't hear you, Sid. We must have a bad connection.
I'll have to cut
Can
him
you
off.
speak up? You'll have to call back next week.
Okay, once again, my brother snatches defeat from the jaws of victory.
So what was our fallback
I don't
answer?
think we came up with a fallback. You just insisted that it had to be the tires making the noise, and that Sid had probably bought tires that were too wide.
And I can also explain the existence of the noise prior to the new tires.
You can?
Well, not yet, but I'm working on it.
All right, let's get it over with. And Sid, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Sid, do you still have the noise? Well, before you tell us what it was, we have to Carmen Mirandize you, actually.
Yeah. Is it true that you have not been offered any gifts, cash prizes, in exchange for any answers you are about to give us here today?
No, just a short trip to Alaska.
Short trip to where?
Alaska.
All right.
Lucky you.
What was the noise?
I hate to tell you this, guys, but you were right.
No!
Yep.
Not you, plural, were right.
Yes, you plural, right.
Was it?
No, it was absolutely as you called it. The tires are a little wider. Now, the thing I said to you before, in the last time we spoke, was that the sound was there previous.
Yeah.
I had forgotten that I had bought the previous tires from the same people, and they did the same thing.
So you had oversized tires on for 2 rotations of the tires.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's one of those deals where for the same price, we'll give you the tires that don't fit your car.
Boy, isn't that the
It's like
truth?
going to buy, what are you, a size 9? We don't have those, but for the same price, we'll give you 10s.
Or 11s.
That's exactly what happened.
That's it. Well, my brother was right. I have to say that my brother pulled it out. He wanted to know, when did you buy the new tires? And he was absolutely right. And God only knows, you may be the only person in months that he gave the right answer.
Well, I'll put the flag out for that one.
Thanks, Sid.
Hey, listen, you got a half a second?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
I have a very strange phenomenon occurring now. Aside from the tires, that's taken care of.
Yeah.
I have the gas gauge and the water gauge. They both come up normal when I start the car and I drive. As I'm driving, maybe when the water gauge gets hot enough, it drops down to below cool or cold. And then the gas gauge all of a sudden jumps up from, if it's a half a tank, it goes all the way up beyond full and stays there.
Beautiful. It could be better than that.
Yeah,
You
right.
get a full tank of gas without going to the pump. Well, it's a little known fact that this can be caused, and it almost always is caused, by oversized tires.
All right. Sid,
How about if I let a little air out of them?
when did you buy the new tires?
No, you have a bad printed circuit board on your dash.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you know that the thing that supplies the current to the instrument cluster.
Okay.
And they actually, some cars have a little voltage regulator for the instruments, and that may be haywire.
Okay.
But if it ain't that, it's the instrument cluster itself.
Okay.
Well, Sid, look, thanks.
My car doesn't even have a gas gauge.
No, they give him a stick. Sid, hey, listen, thanks for playing Stump the Chumps. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you for the information, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 Now, if you hear someone on the show that you'd like us to bring back for Stump the Chumps.
Yeah, especially if it's someone that you think we were right.
Yeah, especially. Email us your suggestion from cartalk.com if you'd like to stump us right now. The number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Sasha from Muir Woods.
Hi, from Muir Woods.
From Muir Woods. I live in Muir Woods.
You live in the woods?
In the woods. My dad's a ranger here.
No kidding.
No,
See,
really.
you know, that is one of the most beautiful spots on the planet.
Yeah, it is.
Now, explain my brother's behavior. When last we were in San Francisco, I said to him, Tommy, I want to take you to visit the Muir Woods.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to go.
I can't imagine why.
I had to take him kicking and screaming with a promise that he could get cappuccino there. He said, I ain't going unless there's a place where I can sit down and drink cappuccino. And I said, of course. I've been there many times. There's an espresso
they're
bar
all over the place.
right in the woods. They have a guy that comes by with a little cart, you know. Cappuccino, sir?
Get your hot cappuccino here.
See the trees, drink the cappuccino. He bitched the whole time, the ride up, which was like 7 minutes.
I know.
I mean, and the whole time we were there, he couldn't get out of there fast enough.
Well, I mean, I did walk all the way down I remember.
Here's what he did. He walked through the parking lot.
It's not the parking lot.
He
it was
walked
a big,
in
long
the parking lot.
trail.
You could see a bunch of trees. He said, wow, these are big. Okay, let's go. Anyway,
I had
Sasha,
a great time.
Yeah, none of us did.
Until that point.
Yeah, none of us had a great time.
But, I mean, I figured 20 minutes in the woods was plenty. And my brother says, well, no, just come with me. We got to go down this path. And 5 hours later, we're still in the woods trying to get back to the parking lot. I mean, 5 hours in the woods?
For the guy with the push cart.
And he kept saying, wow, look at that tree. And I said, I just saw that tree. It's the same as that one.
We saw it the last 4 times we went by here.
Come on.
I'm
all right.
sorry.
Well, thanks for calling and reminding us of that little debacle. What's up, Sasha?
Okay, well, I'm 15, and I'm going to get my license soon. My dad's giving me a Honda Accord, and it's a stick, and I am having the worst time in the world trying to drive it.
Oh.
And I was wondering if you guys had any advice in how I could get any better at it. Cause
my brother is the world's foremost authority on teaching people to drive a stick-shift car.
Really? Then I'm in luck.
You are in luck, except you're 3,000 miles away. But if your father wanted to pay my brother's way out there, my brother would be happy to come to the Muir Woods, and we here at the station would be happy if he went.
And stayed.
And stayed. You can keep him as long as you need him.
So do you know approximately how to drive when you've been behind the wheel of any other vehicle?
Yeah, I'm fine in automatic cars. It's just the clutch.
Then I would suggest that you try to. Obviously, the difficult thing you're having is taking off from a dead stop.
Yeah.
And here's what I would tell you to do. If you can find a nice level road on which to drive, you should start by finding what's called the engagement point, where you lift the foot off the floor as quickly as you can, and yet not so quickly that you stall it, but your goal is to find the point where the clutch begins to grab.
Uh-huh.
And then once you reach that point, without touching the gas at all, see if you can let the clutch pedal out the rest of the way and actually get the car to move. And it'll move at 10, 15 miles an hour.
Without stepping on the gas at all. Forget there's a gas pedal.
Okay.
For a moment.
And you got to practice that 100 times or until you puke.
Okay.
Whichever comes second.
And once you've gotten that engagement point, you know you can find it. Then you're ready to introduce gas. And what you merely do is when you find the engagement point, then you begin to give it some gas, and you take off. And as you give it more gas, you let your foot off the clutch. So the first movement from the floor to that engagement point, there's no gas, ever.
Yeah. Okay.
And then once the car begins to move a little bit, you give it gas, and you let the clutch the rest of the way out.
What is the problem that you're having, Sasha?
Well, I keep on popping the clutch, and, every time, my dad says he gets, whiplash from it.
Yeah.
Because it jerks a lot. And it's impossible, and my dad doesn't want to drive with me.
You got to do it really slowly.
You got to practice without the gas. I mean, you got to do that. I'm literally maybe for you, maybe 200 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the best way to learn it, the other piece of advice I'd give you, is to get in the car without your father.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Yeah, I mean, like when he pulls over to throw up, just take off, and you'll learn in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, my younger son learned in no time. He and I went for a ride. He already had his license, and we went for a ride, and it was awful. And I finally made him stop in front of the house, and I got out, and I said, go ahead. You figure it out. And a half hour later, he came back, and he was all set. So your father's presence in the car is the biggest problem, I think.
Well, I mean, the other piece of advice I would give you, I have a 16-year-old daughter who is also in the process of learning how to drive. And the only other piece of advice, especially when you're driving stick shift, is forget about the bozo behind you.
That's what I'm always so worried about.
That's all. I mean, especially if you're a 15 or 16-year-old person, and especially a 15 or 16-year-old girl, you're very concerned about the impression that you are making on the person behind you.
Yes.
And that person is going to be so upset and disturbed. My advice is screw them. Because if they don't have the patience or the understanding to deal with someone who's learning to drive.
First of all, they don't know you're a rookie driver. You need the thing in the window.
Well, first of all, most people have no patience whatsoever. As you know, if you've driven around any city, you come to a traffic light, and a nanosecond after it turns green, the jerk behind you is blowing the horn. And imagine what happens if you start off and you stall the car then the person behind you is going to go postal. And I had the same problem recently when I had my MG, which had a very strange clutch so that it was almost impossible to start off from a dead stop without stalling the vehicle. And especially if you're heading up a small incline. Yeah. And I finally adopted the following strategy. I would do my very best to not stall the car. And every time I did stall, it was a nanosecond before the guy behind me blew the horn. So I made it a point to not step on the brake, so that when I did stall the car, my car rolled back and smashed into his car. And I would, of course, then have to get out and look to make sure that everything was okay. During which time, the traffic light went through several iterations of red, green, red, green, red, green. And then I would try it again, and if he still blew the horn, I would make sure I stalled and roll back and smash into him again. And that's what I would advise for you, because forget about those people.
Yeah, okay.
Good luck, kid.
I'm sure someday you'll be a wonderful driver, and you'll hopefully forget all this.
Okay, thank you so much.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, it's happened again. You've wasted another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk.
Did I?
Our esteemed producer is Doug, the subway fugitive, not a slave to fashion, Bongo Boy Berman. Our associate producers are David, the Calves of Belleville Green, and Catherine Frau Blucher Fenolosa. Our web lackey is Doug, the Old Gray Mare, assisted by Connie Bridgeford. Our engineer is John Cartman Perotti. Our theme music is by David Dog Grisman. And our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, just back from the Reykjavik, Bisquick, extra thick fish stick, marshmallow chick, and salt lick picnic is John Bugsy Lawler. Our public opinion pollster is Paul Murky of Murky Research, assisted by statistician Marge Inovera. Our customer care representative is Haywood Jabuzzoff. Our personal makeup artist is Bud Tugley. Our personal hygiene advisor from the Tokyo office is O Tekashawa. Our plastic surgeon is Faye Swift. Our art forger is Vera Similitude. Our customer greeter is Mel Pugh. May I help you?
Oh,
our layout counselor is Harry Verderci. Our head of alterations is Too Loose, Too Long. Our Russian chauffeur is Peek Off and Drop Off. Our mother-in-law liaison is Stella Payne Diaz, who talks Facebook page right now, and vote for your favorites. Find out more at cartalk.com.
Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham and Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though the three little pigs wish the big bad wolf would blow down our broadcast tower whenever they hear us say it, this is NPR.